So how do you figure out, what's an appropriate incentive? Know your people. The first thing when it comes to incentives that I want to be sure to say is don't pay for everything. There are jobs to be done, and we've hired people to do those jobs. If we pay for everything, what is the base salary about? There are requirements to the basic role. But when we have people who are coming up with new ways to process information, new systems to put into place to get either service or product delivered, things that are above and beyond, and you as a manager, as a leader in the organization, you ought to have a sense of what those things are as they arise, and in the ways in which you can encourage them. So how do you figure out what's an appropriate incentive? Know your people. Cash is king. Okay, maybe. Sometimes experience is king. Sometimes there's ways in which compensation can be given that isn't cash. It could be done in the form of extra PTO, some other kind of perhaps incentive towards learning. I don't want to minimize cash. That's not what I'm saying. But I would say in the way in which we want to encourage creativity in ideas, then we can be creative in the way in which we reward those ideas. That would make sense. There would be parity. If it's just about compensation, then very quickly, I think the ideas that'll come forward will be very, menial. That's really not the kind of innovation that you want to foster. You want it to be something that is going to be born out of natural need. Those things ought to be rewarded as creatively. So be thoughtful, get to know your people. It could be sporting tickets, concert tickets. It could be a weekend away with a significant other, but be thoughtful. Know your folks in order to be able to do something like that.